What's up, guys? Back again with another UFC video. Today we're going to be talking about the UFC on Fox card, Johnson versus Hayes. Let's go ahead and get started here, guys. Fight Pass picks here today. So we got 5 fights on Fight Pass. So if you don't got Fight Pass, you're pretty much missing out here. That's a lot of fucking fights right there. 5 fights. It's more fights than the main card and more fights than the Fox prelims on TV. So you guys got to get yourself Fight Pass, man. But anyways, so Fight Pass picks here. First fight of the night, we got Ashley Evans Smith versus Ketlen Vieira. 2 grapplers, both of them good wrestlers. Vieira more, submission based. Has a wrestling, but kind of goes for the submission sometimes also type of attack. Whereas Ashley Evans Smith will take you down and beat you up on the ground with some ground and pound. So in this fight, I'm gonna go ahead and take the underdog on this pick because there's a little bit of value on her, and obviously the underdog here I'm talking about is the Brazilian Ketlen Vieira. As you can see now, she's plus 177 according to the UFC website here, and on DraftKings, she's kind of at a decent price, 7,700. So I'm just gonna throw her on a lineup just to maybe get me a win, kind of like cash game type of lineup. But I mean, you could also throw her in that GBP just for the fuck of it. But anyways, guys, I like Vieira because first of all, I think this probably be a close fight. She's a big girl, just as Evan Smith is. So it's not like Evan Smith is gonna be able to dominate Vieira, with the takedowns or anything like that. Vieira has good takedowns, a good grappling base. She's a big girl, just like Smith. The striking, I would have to give Evan Smith the striking advantage, but Vieira here has the jiu-jitsu advantage. So, and also Evan Smith, has been choked out before, so there is a chance maybe Vieira might be able to pull off some sort of submission. But on the feet, I do give Smith the advantage. She throws a lot of volume, and it seems like Vieira really just likes to kind of make the fight boring, just put you against the cage. Sometimes look for a takedown and whatnot. Kind of just wants to control you. Doesn't do too much damage. But she is undefeated, and I could see her winning just by making this a close fight, which is the only reason I'm pretty much picking her here in this fight. I might even just take her out the DraftKings because I don't really think she's gonna score too well. But if she gets me a win, then obviously that money, that I saved, obviously on her salary on DraftKings, she's like I said, she's not very expensive. That money I saved, I could use it for better fighters. So, anyways, that's just my take on it, guys. But I'm gonna go ahead and take Vieira, the underdog here, to win by decision. Next fight, we got Zach Cummings versus Nathan Coy. It's gonna be a quick pick here, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and take Cummings. He's a big favorite here for a reason. If you guys look right here, -445, pretty big favorite there. Yeah, Cummings is just an all-around good fighter. He's good everywhere the fight goes. You can see by his record there, 20-5. He has good amount of wins by knockout. Half his wins by submission. He could get a submission in this fight, or he could TKO Coy on the feet or on the ground. Coy is primarily just a wrestler, just likes to take you down. Obviously ground and pound you and whatnot. But he's very old already, in his career. We'll go ahead and just open up the pages here real quick so you guys can see here. He's a veteran, but look at that, 38 years old, guys. This he's winding down at the end of his career now, pretty much. I know that's kind of fucked up, but that's just the way I see it here. As you can see, he was kind of losing here. He lost to Danny Roberts first on submission, and then he actually won against Jonathan Webb, who is now out of the UFC. Cummings here, guys, though, you guys could just check his record. Very impressive here. He looked good in a lot of these fights, and he lost against Ponzinibbio, but he bounced back with a second-round submission win against Yakovlev. So as you can see, this guy has some good wins here in his record, and I feel like Dominic Steele is a similar type of opponent like Nathan Coy is. So he's fought this type of style before. Steele was also like a wrestler. Likes to be explosive and tries to get the takedown and whatnot, and he ended up getting clipped, and he got finished early in that first round. Coy here, I see him getting finished. I don't know about just getting knocked out really quickly in the first, but I do see him getting finished here, guys. I'm going to go ahead and take Cummings to win by second round knockout, probably on the ground. So second round KO, Cummings. Next fight, we got Anthony Smith versus Andrew Sanchez. Another quick pick here. I'm going to take Andrew El Dirty Sanchez. I just think this guy's again the overall better fighter. Great grappling, good takedowns, good striking, and a lot of volume also with his striking and excellent cardio. Anthony Smith, there's just something this guy lacks. He does have some good striking, good power, but you see what he lacks right here. Look at the takedowns, his takedowns defended percentage there. It's very low, 33.33%. He does attack off his back. He does have that 1.36 submission average. As you can see, though, he did get a second round knockout against Elvis Mutapsik, but that fight, it looked like Elvis had his moments in that fight also, from what I remember. Cesar Ferreira, he actually lost that fight. He just got taken down, and I could see Andrew Sanchez doing a similar game to what Ferreira did. So I mean, there's a path to victory right there for him. So yeah, I'm just not too impressed with Anthony Smith here. I mean, you never know, he might be able to clip Sanchez and finish him with a head kick or something like that, because Smith does have some good striking, guys. But I think Sanchez here is gonna mix up his striking and the takedowns. Pretty much, I really think he's gonna go for the takedowns a lot, take him down and beat him up on the ground. Smith is, I think he is kind of durable. Let me just check this real quick again. I think he is pretty durable though. Decision, he got tapped out by that guy, tapped out, knocked out. Yeah, he seems more susceptible to submission. So I mean, maybe he could last to the final round and whatnot. Could be a decision loss, but I think Sanchez will probably find a way to get a finish here, guys. He does have some good power, so I'm gonna go to say Sanchez, third round knockout. Now for this next fight. Now this is a close fight here, guys. We got Devin Clark versus Jay Collier. Yeah, it's a pretty fucking close fight. So they're fighting at 205. Both of them are former middleweights. Clark already fought at 205 against Josh Stansbury. Ended up winning the fight using his wrestling game. He has some fast hands. Seems kind of explosive. Collier, this guy primarily just likes to strike. Takedown defense doesn't look too bad here on paper, but he hasn't really fought like a super good wrestler or anything like that. So Clark could test him here in this fight, but also Clark has been hurt before on the feet, and it seems like he'll struggle against high volume guys, and I think that's what Collier is, guys. So I'm going to take again another underdog, Jay Collier here. He's plus 130 on DraftKings. He's at a decent price, 7,900, and Clark has been finished before in the UFC. He got knocked out in the first round by Alex Nicholson, and I could see Collier hurting Clark and finishing him also on the feet. Collier has good power, and Clark, his durability is kind of a question mark still for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the underdog Jay Collier here to get the win. So I'll pick him to win. I'm gonna go ahead and say second round knockout. All right, now for the featured fight on the Fight Pass prelims. A really good fight here. Well, not really good fight, but we got a big name. We got Aljamain Sterling, ranked number 8 here in the bantamweight division, against Augusto Mendes. Yeah, Sterling's obviously, was a prospect in the division. Right now, he's kind of like on a losing streak. Lost to the top guys. Well, Caraway wasn't really a super top guy, but he was up there. He lost to him, and then he lost to a Sun Sao in a close fight. And now he's fighting Augusto Mendes, who's not even ranked. Mendes, jiu-jitsu guy here pretty much. Apparently, he does have some good takedowns. You guys can see that by his stats. But Sterling here is a really good wrestler. Should be the better wrestler here, and I think he's going to use his reach advantage, and he's just going to keep it on the feet, just use his jabs, pretty much just kind of stick and move, and just try to rack up points like that, guys. I don't see a finish happening here. A lot of people say Augusto's striking did improve, and maybe he could push the pace on Sterling or something like that, but for me, got to stick to my gut here, and I think Sterling here is going to bounce back from his 2-fight losing streak and come out here with a win. So I'm going to go and take Sterling to win, more than likely by decision. Alright, guys, that's it for the pick. So I'm taking Vieira decision, Cummings second round knockout, Sanchez third round knockout, Collier second round knockout, and finally Sterling by decision. So that's it for my picks, guys, on the Fight Pass prelims. Subscribe for more videos. I'm going to be doing videos on the Fox prelims and the Fox main card in a bit. Alright, guys, that's going to be it. Catch you guys on the next video.